So I'm Jeremy Baranauskas. I own and manage PrairieWoods Farm here. I chose to be organic just because the farm I worked at, I didn't like the chemicals as much, and I wanted to get away from that. And then I guess it drew more customers into the booth for sure. I started farming in high school as my first and only job when I was 15, and then I stayed there for 4 years until I graduated. I didn't like that we had to use all the chemicals that we did. I kind of started realizing that organic farming was the way that I wanted to go. After about 3 years of working there, so my last year I was there, I started going to other small farms after working that job, and yeah, I guess I learned most of my information at those farms. Not enough to the point where I really knew exactly what I was doing when I got here. So first off, we took the BCS and a tractor tiller, and we ran it all the way from the driveway to my fence line, which is about 200 feet or so, 250 feet. So our beds were really long. They're not marked out, they weren't straight. So our first year really wasn't the best. There was Bermuda grass everywhere. We didn't know about tarping areas and dealing with perennial grasses and weeds and how to manage them to really get rid of them for good. So the second year we started, I guess, plotting off more of the areas and getting plots formed and squared off so we could add tunnels later in the future. We started with just 2 50-foot Caterpillar tunnels that second year, and then we added more going on from there, and we also got the Grant tunnel, I believe, at the end of the second year, which is the biggest 30 by 96 tunnel that we have here. We can sell to 95%, 90% to the Bentonville Farmers Market. We're definitely 100% right now, I guess, selling at the Bentonville Farmers Market. There's a few people that we do serve locally here that come to buy on Friday evenings. But other than that, no, everything's all direct to consumer at this point. I chose to be organic just because, the farm I worked at, I didn't like the chemicals as much, and I wanted to get away from that. And then it just put more of I guess it drew more customers into the booth for sure. I saw Mark's booth for the first time at Sulphur Springs, and he was one of the only booths at the Fayetteville market that had a substantial line just spewing out of his booth. And all of his produce looked really nice. I like to improve the soil and see how the crops can improve. There's a lot of learning, I guess, that I like to do in that aspect of just adding the organic things and how they work with microbes in the soil and not just throwing a whole bunch of chemicals in it and just saying this will work, this will make it grow better, not actually having the understanding of it. And then being organic just forces me to do what I like to do, I guess, more, and then give me an advantage for marketing as well.